Hey girls, and welcome to story time. I'm sorry I can't be with you right now, but I'm going to read you a story tonight, okay? It's called Petunia, I Love You. Here's the picture. Let's go ahead and open the book. See what we got here. We're going to start here. Petunia did not know it, but Raccoon thought of her every day and dreamed of her every night. How I long for Petunia, he sighed, so handsome and so fat. To think that I waste my time hunting mice and grasshoppers when I could feast like a king on a goose. Here's the pictures. See the picture there? Can you see that, baby girls? Alright. Next page. But what could he do? Petunia was stronger than Raccoon. A blow from her wing had put to flight bigger animals than he. Raccoon's dreams had made him so hungry that he went to Petunia's barnyard one morning at a time when all raccoons were asleep in their beds. There we go. See the pictures? Dear Petunia, said Raccoon, who had thought of a wicked scheme. You are so pretty. I love you, Petunia. It would make me so happy just to have your company for a little walk in the forest. Today, I am going to go see my old aunt. Won't you come along? You are so polite and kind, Raccoon, said Petunia. It would be rude of me to refuse. Pray, lead the way. To you the honor, dear Petunia. I'll walk behind you. If we walked side by side, said Petunia, it would make conversation more pleasant. As you will, lovely Petunia, agreed Raccoon. Let us be patient, he thought to himself. I can best trap her once we are in the forest. See the pictures, girls? Chatting and walking side by side, Petunia and Raccoon came to a wide stream, which was bridged by a fallen tree. We shall cross on that tree, one behind the other, said Raccoon. You shall not wet your feathers nor my fur. After you, please. All goes well, he thought, as he followed Petunia. In the middle of the log, I will jump on her neck. But the tree, too rotten for their weight, broke in two and crashed into the stream. Petunia, with two beats of her wings, flew to the bank, while Raccoon fell into the water with a splash. See how that goes? Petunia giggled when Raccoon climbed back onto the bank, dripping wet. Please don't mind my laughing, poor dear Raccoon, she said, but I never saw a dripping raccoon, and that's very funny. Not funnier than a giggling goose, grumbled Raccoon. Go on with our walk. They were soon in the deepest part of the forest, where stood an old oak tree with holes in its trunk. Is this where your aunt lives? Asked Petunia. Why, no, answered Raccoon. It's a magic tree in the forest. When you put your head into the bottom hole, you will see the other side of the world, where elephants climb trees and tigers ride camels. See the picture? He stuck his head into the hole to show Petunia. When her head is in the hole, he chuckled to himself, I will grab her neck. Ouch, ouch, ouch! He suddenly shrieked, backing out. He ran foolishly in circles with a swarm of angry bees about his head. He had put his nose into their nest. Petunia chased the bees with her wings. There, dear friend, she said, stop running round and round, or run the other way. You make me dizzy. Tell me, do the bees come from the other side of the world? Don't stand there asking silly questions, growled Raccoon. Don't you see my head is swollen? Let's run before the bees come back. Picture. All right. After Raccoon had cooled his head in a spring, the two went on along the forest path. Petunia picked leaves there and there, while Raccoon, hungrier than ever, looked about for a proper way to trap the goose. "There! The forest wishing stone," he suddenly cried, pointing to a big rock with a smaller one on top. "If you kiss the big rock at the bottom 20 times and make 20 wishes, they will all come true." "I don't think I can find 20 wishes," said Petunia, "but I will try." "Will you try too?" "I have only one wish," answered Raccoon, gritting his teeth. Raccoon showed Petunia where she must kiss the rock, low, very low, at the bottom, and he climbed to the top to push the small rock onto her head. As he pushed and pushed, the rock rocked like a rocking chair, but instead of rolling toward Petunia, it rolled back toward Raccoon. And pushed him down to the forest floor. His shrieks brought Petunia quickly to his aid. "What have you done again, and what are you trying to do?" she cried, seeing him walking on 3 legs. "Ouch, my paw, that rot," muttered Raccoon. "I made my wish, but it did not come true, but it would always..." and pushed him down to the forest floor. His shrieks brought Petunia quickly to his aid. "What have you done again, and what are you trying to do?" she cried, seeing him walking on 3 legs. "Ouch, my paw! That rot," muttered Raccoon. "I made my wish, but it did not come true, but it will next time," he added angrily. After rubbing his paw and walking for a while, Raccoon forgot his pain and looked again for a trick that would not fail. "I have it! A seesaw," he cried pleasantly, when he saw a plank which had been forgotten under a tree by lumbermen. The plank lay across a stone with one end up. "What's a seesaw?" asked Petunia. "A very amusing game," answered Raccoon. "Let's play it." He sat Petunia on a smaller end of the plank, under a low branch of the tree. Then he climbed up to a higher branch above the other end. "Now watch me," he said. "I'll jump down into the plank, and then you will go up and up." Then he added to himself, "And you will hit the branch above." Bang! And he muttered, "Up." Raccoon jumped. But the plank yielded only a little. He sprang right up, throwing him back up to the high branch, which he hit his head. Bang! "What happened?" shouted Petunia. "I didn't go up at all." "I did, didn't you see, you silly goose?" grunted Raccoon, rubbing his head with one paw while he held on to the branch with another. "That's the wrong sort of seesaw. Let's go find something else." There you go. Raccoon was so tired and hungry now, he only wanted something to eat, anything. The two walked down the path, and it led past a farm which stood in the meadow at the edge of the forest. "I think I smell a raspberry jam," said Petunia. "Strawberry," said Raccoon, "and when all is said, there is nothing better than strawberry jam in the morning. I see it there in that wire box behind the barn." Without stopping to think why strawberry jam should be there, Raccoon rushed into the box. The door snapped shut. The box was a trap. "Oh, it's the end of me, Petunia," cried Raccoon. "Look, the farmer has seen us. He is coming. Oh, Petunia!" But Petunia was already trying to open the door. She shook it every possible way, tugging it from all sides, while the farmer was getting nearer and nearer. Just as he reached them, Petunia opened the door, and Raccoon rushed out free. They fled through the meadow with the farmer after them, but they soon lost sight of him. He could neither run like a raccoon nor fly like a goose. It was only in the middle of the forest that Petunia said Raccoon stopped to rest. Dearest Petunia, said Raccoon, I must tell you something. Do you know why I asked you to come into the woods? Your aunt? Cried Petunia. Your aunt? We forgot her. Oh well, never mind, said Raccoon. What I must say is, thank you, dearest Petunia, for saving my life. From now on, I will be your truest friend, forever and ever. They chatted happily all the way back to Petunia's farm. When they parted company at the gate, Petunia said, Really, Raccoon, it's the loveliest walk I've ever had, even if we never saw your aunt. Goodbye, Petunia, said Raccoon. I love you. The end. Alright, girls, that's story time for tonight. I want you to go ahead and be good for Mommy and go to bed, because it's bedtime now, sweetie. Alright, I love you, girls, and good night.